So you guys can be prepared to make a run for it, or you can try and do something else.
I think we shove off.
I don't know if they don't have any vehicles availing.
Grab all the rest of the keys.
I grabbed all the rest of the keys.
Yeah.
Right.
If they don't have a vehicle to avail them, then like this is just bedlam for the sake of it.
All right, everybody, give me an active. Well, bedlam just for the sake of it is kind of the theme for this whole thing. But everybody, give me a perception check.
So, where are we? Are we? We got the cars loaded and we're just like waiting.
You've got two cars loaded. They seem to be ready to go. You've got a third vehicle ready to explode as a distraction.
I've been in the slam sled sitting on phone books so I can actually see out the windshield this entire time.
Right, and as it turns out, that 22 perception is going to do a lot of good for you because you guys, specifically Glup, notices an incoming sledge that looks like it's about to land, being piloted by not one, not two, but three individuals who seem to have spiky hair in very bright colors. One is green, one is yellow, and one is purple. And they have a towing rig attached to the back of their vehicle.
I'm going to get on like the local comms, like whatever the local radio, like whatever the local channels are.
Yeah, there's three channels. There's one that plays like Spaceball's version of Swan Lake all day long. There's one that's a pirate radio station, and there's one that just plays the weather on Druidia over and over again.
Yeah,
I think it means a two-way comm, so I could try to contact these guys. If I'm not mistaken.
No. This is an all
like a CB.
That's an all-frequency broadcast. I'm going to say, this is Commander Succotash of Spaceball Command. This station is put under quarantine and lockdown, as we know that there to be rebel presence within the Space Mall itself. Hold your gooders and lock your store doors. These spiky-haired men will not escape us. And I'm going to like try to punch it right the fuck out of there.
Okay. All right, so you guys are taking off.
Right.
Yeah, I'm joining the convoy.
Everybody, roll me a. Let's roll for initiative.
Pilot. Oh.
Initiative.
Initiative. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yikes.
Fuck.
I'm still deaf. Okay, I don't know what's happening. Wait, I have wait a second here. You move. That just is moving. I don't think that's all that relevant. Never mind. Continue.
I will say that the damage. You know what? The damage would be 10 turns. I think you're past that. You're definitely past that. Your hearing is back. Not that it's going to do you a lot of good because everything is so loud now that it's kind of difficult to hear what else is happening and what people are saying anywhere. And. Okay, so as the two vehicles, the broadcast goes out. This station is being quarantined because of a rebel presence, and the two vehicles take off. There is a large tour bus that is about to create an explosion as a distraction. The way that we're going to play this is the incoming vehicle with the three spiky-haired rebels, as it turns out, in fact, do immediately take shots at the Spaceball Command shuttle as it is turning to take off. Somebody who is in that shuttle, one of the pilots, gets to give me a dexterity saving throw.
There's only one pilot, but I have advantage.
But you have a co-pilot, so you could use him. He has a +2 to dex.
You have Goth Brooks.
I'm just gonna roll
Goth
twice.
Brooks has a +2 dex.
I mean,
a dex saving throw. So if he's helping you, I'll say that with advantage you could get the 19 because a critical 1 would not be great. So since he's co-piloting, we'll go with the 19. Basically, your shield generator is not up yet because you are not outside of the shield. However, your hull plating only takes 2 points of damage. And you do note that when the hull plating takes 2 points of damage, everybody aboard the skiffs with the spiky hair immediately starts hooting and like high-fiving each other. You can see it through the windows of their vehicle. They seem really excited they got a single hit on you. Yeah, they're definitely rebels, and they're not super intelligent.
These nerds.
It makes sense. If you were going to try and deal with people who have giant round heads, that you'd have like spikes on your head, right? They're not subtle. So I'm going to say, with their turn done, they're going to take an evasive maneuver, which means you're at disadvantage if you try and fire at them. But there is kind of like a wide open space that you could just like dash/fly past them. Both of your vehicles are fast enough to smoke them if you need to. The other two vehicles, by the way, were not fast enough to do that.
But the party bus?
The party bus is about
the slam sled.
Fast enough.
Fucking rocket.
When this bus is blasting the dochi, you know it's what's up.
Yeah, it's like a modern party bus. It's playing modern music. It's like they've done some modifications to this that may not be completely legal and or safe. But, you know, hot tunes, lots of room.
Bed in the back, disco lights. I don't know.
And it definitely at the end it says we brake for ass. Not clear what that means.
Well, if you've been to slamsled.com, you know exactly what that means.
Exactly.
All right, so
Is Slam Sled the bang bus of the Spaceballs universe?
Maybe.
So I'm going to say, deployments aside, we have one of our main characters and their co-pilot on one vehicle, and everybody else is on the other vehicle. Who is piloting the party bus?
Wait, did Randall decide to take the Skidoo?
Oh, I did want to take the Skidoo if possible, but
okay.
if I would
So I'm going to say
exploded.
You have time. They're not paying attention to you at the moment. They're specifically aiming at this Spaceballs vehicle. You can jump on the Skidoo, and then Randall, you give me a piloting check, and let me know what you want to do.
Because I'm still dressed as a valet. I'm gonna let's see how well I pilot this Skidoo. I would like to try to circle back, kind of try to do get far enough away, but circle back to where I could pull up beside the rebel tow truck, and perhaps try to talk to them.
So, So 3 in piloting is not going to do it. So you start up the Skidoo and you fire it up, and it's you feel the rev, you feel the energy, the power underneath your hands, underneath your feet, and then it kind of looks like that weird rocket cycle from Flash Gordon, with a shield bubble that pops up around it. Only you fail to actually pop the shield up, so as you're heading towards the exit area for the spaceport, every alarm on the thing starts blaring and basically says, turn away, turn down, turn.
Turn down for what?
It basically starts bitching at you that you're about to die. And it doesn't give you a direct, remember you need a shield. It basically is the equivalent of telling you to turn right and turn right and turn right instead of just making a U-turn.
Oh, man, I know.
Stupid navigation's on.
Yeah.
Boomer Rando would be like, don't tell me what to do.
Okay.
Also, you have
machine.
about 30 seconds before this entire area is engulfed in flames.
This might be really stupid, but I gotta try and save my accomplice here.
Okay,
I want to jump from the party bus
Okay.
onto the Ski-Doo and try and take over his inability to pilot.
Okay, give me a dexterity check. You can go with athletics or acrobatics.
Badly. Okay, all right, that's one thing about
do it.
Were you piloting the party bus?
No, Glup was piloting.
Nobody took me out of the driver's seat.
Yeah, no,
I've been there this entire time.
I'm excited for this.
And none your business. You can either co-pilot, you can do engineering, or you can. It turns out, like any good party bus, it actually has armaments. So there's actually a roof-mounted cannon.
Crikey, I get to blow shit up.
Yep. So
right.
you can, take the gunner's chair, which is right next to the minibar, so it's a very popular spot in this.
Somebody loves me.
So, no problem. You jump onto it, and you actually manage to avert slight issues with this and put up the air shield, and no problem. Now the two of you are the only question to ride bitch on this particular Ski-Doo in space.
Well, I think Rando is now riding bitch because
right. So since you're riding bitch,
I don't think I can see over you. I'm small.
So yeah, he jumped down between you and the controls, popped the bubble, and has taken over as piloting, which means your next turn, Randall, you can choose to be either engineering, or you can basically start firing the little minigun on the back. So you can take over as a gunner. If you're doing engineering, you can actually interfere with the enemy ships, or you can help your allied ships. Although I will say, you are still wearing a valet parking vest. Even in space, it has like a day glow thing going, so
easy target.
Yeah, pretty much. Any
part of the
shenanigans or maneuvers you try and do involving stealth are going to be at disadvantage. Spaceballs are not good at a lot, but they're very good at day glow vest.
I was hoping to try to talk some sense to these rebels, but I think we are now past that point. And we are.
So you can use a bonus action to try and communicate with them. They have finished. Let's see, Michael's. You've done yours. Dave's done his. So everybody's had their turn. So
it was my turn. The dex saving throw that I did.
Yes.
And it's my turn.
The slam sled hasn't done anything yet.
We've got a gunner who can take a shot at them, or you can shoot the bus to blow it up early, or you can take a shot at anything else in sight, including any of the other vehicles. Or
do you want to be inside or outside the port?
Oh, yeah. Are we outside yet? I wouldn't do that unless we're outside.
Two of you are outside. The Ski-Doo has not crossed the boundary to outside space yet.
Right. Well, I think I'll hold my action, and then I will wait to see if the rebels start firing at the Ski-Doo to cover my mates.
Okay.
All right. So what I'll do is I'm just going to go full aggro here.
Okay.
And I'm going to play Fast and Furious Dagobah Drift. And my the goal is to take the slam sled and kind of like do a perimeter, like a diameter skidding around these rebels that are firing at us.
Yes, you can 100% do that.
So that Nunya should have a pretty clear shot the entire time with the turret. So my goal is to try to so can I roll piloting to assist his gunnery roll?
That is actually very much what you will be able to do, and the movement you are choosing sounds like either evasion or it's called harrowing. And basically you get really up in their face and in their space, and then he can have advantage on a regular shot, or he can have a regular roll on a targeted shot and specifically aim for something on the ship.
Yeah, this is harrowing. This is what I'm trying to do. So I need to make a piloting check.
Yep, just give me a piloting check.
No.
So not great. You kind of try and do kind of like a skid and roll, and the party bus is a little bit bigger than what you're used to, so you kind of overcorrect and sort of spin out into a 380. The good news is, it is now the Spiking Rebels' turn, and in no way, shape, or form are they actually aiming at anyone except for the Spaceballs command ship. They seem very intent on doing something about that. And actually, about that time, you do note that 2 more people have entered into the space inside the dock. Red hair and blue hair, both carrying heavy repeating rifles, have rushed in and do appear to be a part of the same crew. Although they most definitely do not know what's actually going on now. The space skid takes aim again at the Spaceballs command ship, and they are going to attempt to do a ram. And they fail miserably. They get accelerate, and they're like, yeah, bro, let's go. And they just kind of go really, really fast, and maybe a little too fast, and essentially Dave's character kind of just hits the brake, and they just skid right past it and miss it and do 0 damage. They do have a weapon. They're going to attempt to hit with a grappling hook, and they are going to manage to hook basically a grappling hook specifically onto at least the front half of the Spaceballs command ship, which at the moment just gives it disadvantage on maneuver.
Okay. Okay.
All right, and you do hear over the radio. You hear, Spaceball, I need you to engines and take you prisoner because you guys suck and we're the good guys, so you might as well just let us win. Okay.
I don't think that would trigger my held action, right?
You guys suck, so just let us win, okay?
You're very persuasive.
We have a lot riding on this. We planned this for a long time. Just give us a 1 win, man. Just come on.
Come on, guys.
It's kind of pathetic.
So, am I? So they're grappled to me, and we're like outside of the dock in space, right?
Yes, they have. Basically, it's an energy grapple. So think. They basically have you in a tractor beam, but it's like a physical tractor beam. They essentially threw like sticky goop on you in space. It's going to ruin the vehicle's paint job.
Okay, cool. What I'm thinking. So I'm at the front with Goth Brooks, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, you are.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at Goth and say, Goth, you know I'm your master, correct?
Yeah, man. Yeah, like, for sure. Yes, master. Yes.
Have you ever experienced the thrill of flying at multiple G-forces?
I can't say that I have.
When I give the signal, punch this ship as fast as you can.
Oh, okay. I guess. Won't that, isn't that dangerous, master?
But I believe in you, my apprentice.
Oh, okay. Yes, sir. We'll do. Yeah. So yeah, he has a prepared action.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm going to run to the back of the ship at the cargo port situation.
Yep.
And there's the carbonite chest freezer floaty thing, right?
Yep.
And I'm in space, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm going to press open on the bay. I'm going to hop onto the chest freezer, and I'm going to force push myself and yell, "Punch it!" to Goth Brooks as I'm pushing myself out the back of the space thing.
Okay, I'm gonna say this works exactly the way you plan it to, for better or for worse. The giant metallic block, which kind of looks at this point like the monolith from the beginning of 2001, starts floating out into space. You start hearing like a symphony orchestra playing in your head.
And I'm going to hang on to it.
Jettisoned out into the vacuum of space at the same time as Gothbrooks hits full impulse on his engines, and it's so from my calculations, given a push or pull relationship between these two vehicles, the Spaceballs vehicle is a little bit better put together and survives the jump to full impulse. The Space Rebel / pirate ship fares not so well and is immediately has the stern of the ship snapped off like a swizzle stick, and pretty much you hear in space, because for some reason, and see the atmosphere and the moisture from inside the shuttle suddenly of the skiff basically crystallizes, splinters out in a beautiful rainbow of tiny crystallized gems of atmosphere and frozen human blood, as everyone inside the skiff was basically pulped as soon as the back of the vehicle was ripped off by the forces of a full impulse engine. They're all dead. And now you are floating in space. Please give me a Constitution saving throw to see dealing with vacuum space. So there's an 11. So you aren't dead. It's not pleasant, but you probably can make it about maybe another 20 seconds before you fully pass out. And maybe 60 seconds before you are straight up frozen solid / dead.
Just use the force to pull yourself towards a ship.
You're gonna lay Mary Poppins.
Absolutely would be able to if it was his turn. He has used up his action and his bonus action, unless he has any kind of reaction that could do that.
No, I'm content with my fate and my
so
mission.
You're fully Silver Surfing, like Silver Surfer in space on this giant man-shaped.
I'm not that cool. I'm like
yellow.
hanging on to this thing probably for dear life. It is not like a.
oh yeah, and hanging on to it's not a problem because the skin of your hand has frozen to the exterior of this metal base, so that's
Excellent.
not a problem. All right,
Cool.
So let's see. Next up is Glup, who has just watched this happen. It is both beautiful and horrifying.
Dink.
Right, we gotta pick him up.
All right. I guess. Well, and also our cargo was in that ship too, correct?
He is
hanging on to the cargo.
/ frozen to the exterior of the cargo that is now floating through space, with sort of like classical music for some reason playing in the background.
Okay. I guess my goal will be to position myself so that he and our payload can slide easily and effortlessly into the back of the slam sled. So I'm gonna get ahead of him, like some spy hunter shit here. I'm gonna get ahead of him. I'm gonna slow down, pop the hatch, and hope they can get in the cargo bay. And Nunya might be able to assist with this as well.
Yeah,
So
but
that's
open the doors.
Give me a pilot, since you don't have like any kind of tractor beam or anything on this particular ship. Give me a piloting check with advantage.
With advantage.
It just now dawns on me that I just ejaculated myself.
So the 22 is going to do it. I was going to give it to you with a 20 or better. A 22 will do it. You are close enough and have well enough that within 12 seconds, you will make sure this gets into your You just have to hold position for one more round of turns, which shouldn't be too terribly hard. There is one slight problem, which is there is currently a Ski-Doo that two slightly shocked and annoyed and possibly traumatized spiky-haired dudes with red and blue hair and repeating rifles just watched this happen and are now specifically targeting the closest target they can find, which is the Ski-Doo. So they're going to both try and fire at the Ski-Doo. So a 9 is not going to be enough to hit it past its dex, and 3 is not going to do it. So they are firing, like in pure Stormtrooper fashion, they are firing a volley of weapons fire at you and hit absolutely nothing, all the while screaming like they're an extra in platoon.
Hey, knock off the
it's understandable.
jokes.
Okay. Let's see. So, does anybody want to do anything else, or do you want to just go to the next round? And at this point, I will say, I did say to give you 12 seconds to get in. Dave, your character, it is now their turn again. They can do a force push-pull to try and get, like, to get into that docking bay, to bring it home. Like, they really want... I want you boys to dock.
Wait, did the ski... We didn't... We on the Ski-Doo didn't
we're still in the hangar.
Yeah, Michael and Cody didn't get a turn, man.
Okay, please do.
Are we... my thought is we could try
Maybe
to
they'll also get the dock.
I just want to get out of the hangar.
I'm sorry, I had to rush. But yes, it is now the turn of the Ski-Doo, not quite in space yet, and his +1. You are being fired at and missed horribly by the two spiky-haired rebels.
Can we get to can we get to Dave basically floating in space?
We can push the payload from the back into the slime sled. How many characters does it take to dock a payload into the slime sled?
There sounds like there's a dirty joke in that.
Entrance in the rear.
Oh God! Welcome to the library of dirty jokes. Jesus Christ!
So
the back hatch is open and relaxed right now. It is ready for payload.
So Cody, give me a piloting check to pilot the Ski-Doo out of the docking area and into open space.
Now, it wasn't great.
It's not great. I'll give you an alternative. You do have somebody.
You try and reach around me. Like, no.
Yeah, like, no, I got it.
Give him a reach around.
Okay, you might need to reach around to help dock into the back door.
Reach around to help with the docking.
I'll reach around to help guide it in, okay?
Yes.
Real easy. Just
get it in,
spend my palm for a little bit of extra. Never mind. Okay.
All I'm going to say is you really want to get better than a 10. So you can get, that is a critical, that is a critical pass. You rolled a natural 20.
He's great at the reach around.
Absolutely. Wow. The perfect reach around. You reach around, you grab like the handle.
That was my nickname in college.
You jam the accelerator and you accelerate and exit the protective shield of the docking bay just as the tour bus, the double-decker bus, finally hits its critical point and explodes, completely incinerating all of the leftover cars, everything there, including the two unconscious Spaceballs and the two spiky-haired rebels that were trying very hard to hit you with their weapons. Everything in the docking bay took... Let's see. Everything in the docking bay took 10 damage, so 35 damage. That would have hurt you guys a lot. But as it turns out, the shields that protect the docking bay from the vacuum of space, also very good at protecting the vacuum of space from explosions.
If those people didn't want to be incinerated, then they shouldn't have been unconscious on the floor.
Absolutely.
You made that choice.
Sleeping on the job.
You made that choice when you asked for coffee.
You should have just drank your coffee instead of spilling it all over your face.
So I'm going to say with a 22.
Clumsy.
With a 22, 100%, you actually get close enough to where the docking's about to happen to actually sort of help steady the process. Do you want to give a nudge to your creepy Darth friend who's clinging to a large aluminum monolith floating through space, or do you want to give a nudge to the party bus?
Look, it was my first time trying to guide a payload into the back of the slam sledge, and I need a little reach around for my first time with this, okay? It's not weird.
You rolled a natural.
It's not weird. Sometimes you just gotta be shown.
If you want to make this thing spin around and do foreplay first, you can manage it.
Let's do like donuts in space and the little skidoo.
Told me to turn right.
I feel like a very gentle roll up and like
very
gentle push.
Nudge. Just to straighten the whole thing out so it goes in the right way.
Gentlemen.
And I will say I'm just going to, just for the last nudge, Dave, do you want to just sit back and watch this and let this happen, or do you want to do a some kind of force power to help this along?
No, I'm going to play dead. Like,
okay.
Starfish it.
Play dead. You actually, that's not a problem, because most people would assume
my
you're
favorite
dead.
position.
You kind of look half dead anyway. Okay, and
just lie back and take it.
Looking dead, and with the skin of their bare hands frozen to the exterior of this thing, Glup, it's coming in. You can just kind of make sure the whole thing's in, and then shut the payload door to make sure the docking is complete.
Yep, I'm going to clamp down and make sure everything's nice and tight, and I'm going to slam it, the gas pedal.
Okay. So, gas pedal is slammed. No more evasion is necessary, as vehicle near you is a very well-piloted skidoo in space that has its current speed, since it's not in great shape, is a little bit smaller than the top speed of your party bus. But
we can cruise a little bit.
Yeah, you guys are cruising. You are absolutely 100% out of combat at this point.
Payday, here we come.
Wake up, creepy fucker. You all right?
Yes, I am. What's become of my apprentice?
That's a good question. We see him around anywhere through the viewports?
Somebody can give me either a perception check or a tech check.
Oh, which one is better?
He picked a beautiful hill to die on.
Glut might have a better view anyhow, because he's piloting the bus.
We'll go with the 19. Yeah.
Actually, no, I rolled the wrong thing. I rolled a persuasion, not perception.
Oh, that's not going to do it.
That's not going to do it. Let's try.
Talk him into it.
Man.
Where you at? Where you at? Oh, jeez.
You just like
take any one of those.
Here's some dice.
Cody, what is wrong with your rolls today, man?
I don't know.
Wow.
Look,
just looking.
Schwartz is not with you. I'm sorry. The Schwartz is definitely not with you.
Rendered blind.
Listen. Once that party bus started bumping, I lost all focus.
Where Goth Brooks is, and immediately looks into like the nearest star and is struck blind for a couple turns.
He needs a little bit of that post-combat clarity.
There's nothing else I can think of for that.
Listen, okay, Rando, you're gonna have to just keep reaching around, buddy. I can't pop this thing right now.
Yeah.
Don't worry about him for now.
So Goth Brooks is doing exactly what he was told to do. He is booking it at top speed into the wild space yonder, just cruising top speed, completely unaware of whatever else is happening, possibly a little bit traumatized for multiple reasons, and he's just gone.
There he goes, flying off like an eagle. There we
speed, kid.
Goth Brooks.
Yeah, you'll be getting therapy bills from him at some point, but for the moment, he's left the nest. He's flying free, more or less.
Yes, we're all
Hopefully
very.
he doesn't fly into a quasar or something.
And clearly useful to the purpose, but overall, well, it's kind of depressing to be around. Let's be quite honest. The man was a drag. At least I'm a little interesting.
Guess we won't have to cut the spikeways then, right?
Yes. So let's open the payload as we planned.
Whoever wants to work on the payload and figure anything out. So basically, anybody except Glup, who is currently piloting your party bus, and the two ne'er-do-wells on the space skidoo. Go ahead and give me a perception or an investigation check.
Which one is better?
I can't do investigation. Oh, jeez, dude. Just stop asking me to roll, please.
Not going to do it. You know what? 11 will just do it. So this strange payload, it's kind of this metallic, almost aluminum-looking, like it looks like some kind of like crypty thing. It does have a spot where it had a readout blacked out, and there is it looks like a jack-in spot or a power plug area that is located right underneath it. And as it turns out, there are multiple charging ports in this very well-appointed high-end party bus.
A jack-in spot and lots of ports.
Right.
As every party bus should be.
Hey, you know what? There's all sorts of uses for a party bus. It depends on your excuse and your definition of a party. Really.
Mainly he the mysteries of the universe are really I don't want there to be a mystery, especially when it revolves around a crypt for old Cannibal Lectern, and so he really wants to open this. So whatever it takes.
So do you want to plug this into the power jack?
Yeah, I'll jack in.
All right.
Oh hell! Haven't you done enough with this? I can't even read the fucking display. What is this thing? A Cuisinart?
So the display has not been fixed. However, when you do apply the power jack to it, there is a little light up red power button that starts to blink right next to it. That looks like it's adjacent to where the actual power charging cord connects.
Impulse press button.
Yep. Press button. As it turns out, it turns from red to, it blinks a couple times yellow. It turns kind of a plaid color for a second, and then it turns green, and everything on it lights up, and you hear a slight whooshing, kind of a squishy whooshing sound, and a creak as the giant jello mold opens and splits basically right down the middle and separates to show what appears to be, as far as you can tell, you can't tell if it's a human who is frozen in a giant block of green jello, or if it is a very much like Pizza the Hut, an actual jello person who has decided that since they can't really wear clothing on the outside of their body, they just kind of have it floating inside them in the shape of a person, kind of like a gelatinous. But after about 10 seconds of gazing at this, frankly, sort of lime-scented abomination, the person who is or is inside this giant glob of jello blinks their eyes and sort of forms up more of a defined face and body of the jello mold and looks down at you and goes, I'm sorry. There's like a chunk of pineapple or something in there. Am I back on Druidia yet? I'm working on the assumption, since I haven't been melted down or killed, that you don't work for the Spaceballs.
Well, yeah, you got that right. Traveling Druidia right now. Who the fuck are you?
Well, you're not who I was expecting to see, but, yeah. Oh, you can call me, you can call me Jiggle MacGuffin. I used to work for the Spaceballs, but, I turned traitor. I have some valuable information for the Resistance off of Druidia.
Whatever, as long as it's a payday.
You know, there's rewards, there's certain things, but how do you taste?
Honestly,
You would ask that too, you creepy fucker, wouldn't you?
he actually, you see that his hand does actually come free, and he kind of like smells himself and licks himself very quickly and goes, not too bad. Not too bad. I mean, I think I'm not the sweetest in the universe, but I mean, at least I won't eat myself to death, right? Anyway.
Right.
Do I have you all to thank for saving me?
Well,
You have us to owe for saving you. A great amount of not only cash but also power in Druidica.
The creepy fucker glup shit out. We got glup shit out in pilot seats. Great.
Oh, that's awesome. Glup Shitto? The Shittos and the MacGuffins go way back.
Dink.
We got our two mates in Skidoo.
Yeah.
It's a right party.
Classic. That's a classic Shitto right there. And he actually does he kind of seems to like pull himself together a little more, figuratively speaking. He actually sort of does form up kind of a human shape, although it is obvious now that he is not just trapped in a Jell-O mold. He actually is made of Jell-O. And he kind of goes, yeah, so I have you to thank for my rescue. When we go to Druidia, there's both a reward and I have to assume without fail there will be better paying jobs waiting for you.
So what information do you have on Spaceball?
Go ahead and if you want, everybody can give me a perception check.
Even us outside on the Skidoo?
You can do it as a disadvantage, because I assume you're kind of listening in on the glare. Granted, there's tint on the party bus windows, but, you know.
Listen, at this
you
point,
can still do
I've
it with
been
a disadvantage.
I'm blinded. I'm just on.
You're definitely doing this with a disadvantage.
I'm just here. I'm not even gonna roll.
Okay.
A double disadvantage on your hats.
Yeah.
So, you do take note. He is wearing kind of it's a little bit stained with like green, but he is wearing a Spaceballs command uniform. He looks at you all and goes, yeah, ever since I'm the one who originally designed Mega Maid, I think I was maybe a little bit too good at my job. So I got sacked, then I got fired, then I got fired at, then I got sacked. And when you've been sacked twice by Spaceballs, let me tell you. But I do have information that is vital to the resistance against President Asshole. It's vitally important that you get me someplace. Mega Maid was not the only one. There's another. And they have to deal with it or it will destroy everything that's not already screwed up.
And where is the second Mega Maid?
I don't know where the second thing is, but the second one is not a maid.
What is it?
I can't tell you yet, but I will say, if there's one thing in the world that people who are idiots with too much money think is a substitute for a maid, what is it?
A wife.
A robot vacuum?
Yes, there is. The Roomba. And the Roomba is coming for it.
Right.
So
Well, with that information, we should definitely eat this man. We have the information. This man is very tasty.
Oh, no, you don't understand. The information is in my head about it. I have this in my head.
And I'm sure it would taste very nice.
All right. How about this? If you're really hungry, how about I can give you one of my legs, and then you take me to Planet Druidia, and we'll call it even?
Oh, for crying out loud. Save your legs. Come on, Clepshadow, hit it. We gotta go. I'll lean out the window to the of the party bus and like give the pump it command to the guys in the Ski-Doo. Come on, we gotta book it.
As it turns out, the Ski-Doo has a little button that you can pop out a trailer hitch and attach it to the back of the party bus, and and off you go.
Right, towards Ski-Doo.
Raisin.
And you even have dessert.
Eastbound and down.
Yes, he's not just a desserter. He is literally a desserter. Da-da-da. That is probably the worst pun I could come up with, so I had to include. And so, our, not so heroic heroes, with the offer of further money and possibly saving the universe if it's not too much trouble, maybe locating everyone's favorite nephew if he's still alive, and figuring out every possible way to kick Spaceballs in the figurative Spaceballs. At some point, who knows? They might even survive.
Space Holes 2, the quest for our payout.